We'll have a period of meditation now for about 45 minutes. I should have asked yesterday evening, is there anyone here who's never practiced meditation ever before? Very good. Fortunate. So we'll have a period of sitting meditation now for about 45 minutes. So I'll just give a few preliminary instructions now, and then later on in the first session after breakfast, I'll give more detailed instruction. Can we turn the lights down a bit? That's possible. The beginning of any period of sitting or walking meditation, formal practice, it's helpful to notice what is the condition of the body and the mind. What did we bring into this hall when we arrived? Are we feeling comfortable, uncomfortable? Is the body feeling tense, relaxed? There are feelings of physical pain. How does the body feel? Just to notice, what's the material that we're working with? I like to emphasize there's no right or wrong condition to start with, but it helps in a very practical and direct way to be attentive to what we're working with. How does the body feel? Similarly, what is the mood of the mind? Are we sleepy, alert, feeling depressed, cheerful, energetic, half asleep? How is it? Again, there's no right or wrong mental condition to begin with, but it always helps to be aware. Where are we starting from? What's the material that we're working with, like a potter assessing the clay? Is it dry? Is it wet? Is it lumpy? Is it smooth? How is it? And being aware of how the body and the mind are feeling at this moment, then we work with them accordingly. And as the basic format for sitting meditation, I like to encourage a conscious establishing of the qualities of both energy and relaxation in the posture. The energy, quality of alertness, is supported by the body sitting up straight. So we invite the spine to stretch and lengthen to its full, comfortable, natural limit. Not so that we're tense and rigid, but so the body is holding itself upright, encouraging that quality of brightness of mind, alertness. not to be stressing or tense. Just inviting the spine to stretch, to be tall and straight, and then to let the rest of the body relax fully and completely around that. So with the spine as the center of our physical being, we invite the rest of the body to be fully at ease, relaxed, settled. Recollecting the words I was saying yesterday about a collaborative attitude working with the body. So we invite the body to sit in a posture which is both relaxed and energetic, rather than force it or command it. And to develop the quality of concentration, focus of attention. When your posture is well established, then bring attention to the natural flow of your breathing. There's no need to try and change the breath in any way, to make it deep or shallow, long or short. The body breathes according to its own rhythm all day long. We don't have to be doing any special thing with it. Just let the body breathe according to its own needs, its own disposition. And consciously use that feeling of the breath, its rhythm, its form. Place that at the very center of attention. So in this way we're using the feeling of the breath as a reference point, a marker for this present reality. We're not looking at the breath as having particular or special qualities, but using it as a convenient, accessible reference point. All of us are breathing. It's not something that has to be created or forced. The body breathes on its own. And the body always exists here in this present moment. So if we pay attention to this quality of the body, this rhythm of the breathing, in that way the attention is grounded in this present reality. So setting the intention to focus the mind upon the breathing for this period of time, consciously lay aside all of the memories, recollections of the past, planning for the future, whatever daydreams, imaginings arise in the mind. When you notice that the attention has drifted, just like inviting back a runaway child, inviting a child to come and sit on your lap. Come here, come back. With patience, with kindness, but with definition. Whenever the attention has wandered away from the present, gently, firmly invite it back. Bring the attention back to this body, this breath, this moment. So we're training the mind to work with an attitude of kindness, of acceptance, working with the body with the mind rather than against it, or in any kind of forceful, aggressive way. If the mind gets very dull and sleepy, notice that. It's drifting towards that kind of switching off, becoming numb. Notice that and work with it accordingly. If you feel the mind is sleepy, notice what the body is like as the back slumped over. If the mind is sleepy, then we guide it towards more energy, more alertness. Invite the body to sit up straight again. Consciously rousing the quality of energy, alertness, virya. Pay particular attention to the in-breath, the inspiration. As we take fresh air, oxygen into the body, this helps to enliven the system, keeps the body alive, helps to brighten the mind. Or if the mind is very agitated, very busy, racing here and there, notice that. If that's its tendency, then we work with that particular quality. We steer the system towards calming down, settling. Notice how the body is. If the mind is very busy and active, often there's a lot of tension in the body. If that's the case, notice that. Re-establish the balance of energy and relaxation in the body. Guide the mind towards greater calmness, focus, stillness. To support this, then, you can pay particular attention to the out-breath. This is the natural way of relaxing, releasing tension, the sigh of relief. It's the natural way of letting go of tension and agitation. So it's up to each one of us to notice, what is our mind doing? What is our body doing? How is it? Work with it accordingly. We lean too far to the left, then we steer to the right. We lean too far to the right, steer to the left. Each one of us has to notice for ourselves what the tendency is within us, and then to guide things in a skillful way according to that. During this retreat, we'll have periods of walking meditation that are arranged together with the sitting meditation periods, and my understanding is that walking meditation is something that most people are not very familiar with, so I'll give a little bit of a demonstration. So from the Buddha's time, this was a very normal, ordinary kind of meditation practice. That, often in the suttas you have descriptions of the Buddha doing walking meditation, and other members of the Sangha. And so then within the forest tradition of Thailand, Sri Lanka, Burma. This is very much an ordinary part of the meditation routine. So the basic principles are the same as the mindfulness of breathing, insofar as you are essentially training the mind to focus on the present moment and taking a particular meditation object to help support that focus. So, but you use the walking posture rather than the sitting posture. So, the usual method within this Thai forest tradition is find. We've got wonderful grounds here. I see there's a lot of pathways and lawns and lots of open areas to walk. So you want to choose a stretch of ground about 25 meters long. That won't be sort of crossing somebody else's path, somewhere where you can walk up and down unobstructedly. And you make a resolution, okay, for the next period of time, for this walking meditation period, the next half hour, 40 minutes, whatever it might be. Yeah, I will walk between the end of this pathway, the end of this pathway marked by this particular tree, and then that particular rock, or from this edge of the building to this particular flower bed. We just make a determination in your mind, okay, this is where I'm going to walk, just like you sit on your cushion, okay, this is where I'm going to sit for the meditation period, your sitting meditation, and this is where I'm going to walk. So you make a resolution of where you're going to walk, and then you can have your hands in front of you or behind you, wherever you feel comfortable. But you bring attention to the feeling of your feet as the body presses against the ground, pulled by the force of gravity, just feeling the body in the standing posture. And then when the mind is composed, focused, then you start walking. And then as you walk at an ordinary, natural pace, so there's no need to walk in any kind of special or stylized or super slow way. Just walk in a gentle, natural fashion, just like you're going for a walk in the park. And when you reach the end of the pathway, then turn around and stop. And then as you walk, you're using the feeling of your feet as they meet the ground as the focus of attention. So just as in mindfulness breathing, you use the rhythm of the breath as it enters and leaves the body as a reference point. For walking meditation, you use the feeling of the feet as you walk. So it's very simple. So ordinary, like breathing, we do it every day. Walking, we do it every day. It's an ordinary activity. It's a way of bringing attention to something that is simple, natural, present, and also not exciting. Our footsteps are not particularly interesting, like the breath. So you have to make an effort to pay attention to it. And so then, as you walk, then you'll probably notice that the mind wanders much more easily than when you're sitting. This is to be expected. You shouldn't feel, this is I'm really doing this wrong. I'm not succeeding at this. My mind is really, really distracted. It's to be expected because the range of perceptions is much broader. Sitting here with the eyes closed, the body still, you're minimizing the range of sensory experience, right? But if you're walking, then you're seeing the sky and the trees and other people, the grounds, the birds flying by. So there's a lot more things that are entering our field of perception. So it's natural that the attention will be drawn away. But that's not an obstruction, rather it's part of the exercise, because the more that you develop an ability to maintain mindfulness and focus of attention in a more varied environment, then the more easy it is to be more mindful during your everyday activity. You can't go through your entire life sitting still with your eyes closed. I would suggest that's pretty obvious for everyone. So we have plenty of grounds area around here. It's now just about 6 o'clock, so we'll go outside and do walking meditation for about 20 minutes, and then gather back in here, and then we'll have a final closing chanting for the morning at 6:25. But is that clear enough on the